Hello, everyone. It's Pastor Doug with another Monday Moment. Well, I'm going to talk about junk food today, and it's one of my favorite subjects. Well, actually, one of my favorite foods. And if they had a 12-step program for junk food, I should be there. I wouldn't be there because I love my junk food, but I should be there because I eat a lot of junk food. Hickory sticks are the best, aren't they? They are so tasty. Probably not very good for you. Well, it reminds me of a story of a man who was fairly thrifty. He had this donkey and he was running out of feed, but he was looking. He was doing some woodwork and he was looking at the sawdust, and he thought, well, that sawdust kind of looks like the feed for my donkey. And so little by little, he was putting a little bit of sawdust in with the feed. Well, it was happening gradually, and the donkey didn't really notice. And so every day, the donkey would clean clean up all the food, and plus the sawdust that was put into his food. And so one of his neighbors asked him how it was going. And he says, "Well, it was going pretty good until my donkey died. All he was eating was sawdust after a while." Well, that's kind of how it is with God's word, isn't it? I mean, the world. I mean, where do you get your food? Where do you get your spiritual food? Is it Dr. Phil? No, not Dr. Phil. Not Oprah. No, that's not spiritual food. That's junk food. That stuff is junk food. Isaiah chapter 55, verses 1 to 3. Ho, everyone who thirsts, come to the waters. And you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Yes, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Why do you spend money on what is not bread, and your wages for what does not satisfy? Listen carefully to me, and eat what is good, and let your soul delight itself in abundance. Incline your ear and come to me. Hear, and your soul shall be Hear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, the sure mercies of David. Well, I tell you what, we do buy the stuff that does not satisfy. We buy into those things that are popular, those things that sound good, those things that sound spiritual, but they're not. They're junk food. They're junk food that really doesn't satisfy. And if we continue to live on that stuff, eventually our spiritual life will die and suffer. Well, and so my encouragement to you is to get into God's word. That's where the real spiritual food is. Grace and peace from New Hope Gospel Church.